What is the value of Hawaii? Malamalama magazine went to Native Books Hawaii to speak with the editors of a new book that asks just that. The book contains over 24 short essays written by experts on a variety of critical topics, from education to the environment, Hawaiian issues to healthcare, tourism, domestic violence, the military, and more. We asked editors Craig Howes and Jon Osorio what motivated this project.
Business conservatives and social conservatives in America and in Hawaii have had their say for a good long time now. And the things that they have said and the kinds of claims that they have made, we believe have created the kind of crisis that, that the United States is facing and Hawaii is facing.
Our argument was that when you talk about value, the quotation we used was from Oscar Wilde. A cynic is somebody who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. So what we were basically saying is there are values in terms of ethics, in terms of the way we want to live and that kind of things, which you can't put together as a spreadsheet, and using that other way of thinking about things and basically all directing it toward the bottom line, jobs, development, personal income, getting rid of taxation as much as possible. But those things are among the things that are really endangering the things that we actually value. The way we put it in the introduction was there are certain things that you just, for ethical reasons, shouldn't do. Like you don't walk out of a room after you've been negotiating and say, we've solved the public education problem, we're going to cut 36 days out of the school year. I mean, you shouldn't be coming out of the room. So that's going to be the real disagreement, because for many people, it's about economics and the numbers don't lie. For us, that notion of value says, of course you have to think about economics, but you also have to think about what you're doing and what you're ending up with for everybody, not just for the person investing.
Craig and I both really feel strongly that these elections, the past presidential election and this gubernatorial election and the next election, that these 4-6 years here are really critical for sort of determining the kind of direction that this place takes. And because so many issues seem to be really coming together at once, concerns about the environment and global climate change, concerns about the future of the global economy and sort of Hawaii's place in it, and in particular concerns about this amazing community that we have built here over, several hundred years, a diverse and in many ways a loving community, a community that is open to each other and open to cooperation and appreciation for each other despite or regardless of our ethnic backgrounds and ancestries. We think that this is a unique place, and we do believe that we can lose all of these things that are so valuable very, very easily.
So what we've been involved in increasingly is setting up public events, public meetings where people can discuss these things, and that we can also refer, which is the next stage, to get people tying up with organizations or individuals to focus on particular areas here and trying to either implement what's in the book or implement what they've come to a conclusion about after having looked at what's in the book.
All of these issues are Hawaiian issues because they all touch on things that Hawaiians, not just for the last 40 years, but really since we have been a people, have always attempted to malama, the land, the people who live on the land, making sure that people had enough, making sure that the land was provided for and that there was abundance, making sure that there was a proper attitude and value about sharing, making sure that we pursued excellence in our artistic works, in our literary, well, I should say our performance and our poetry. All of those things are hallmarks of Hawaiian society. And here in the 21st century, in the late 20th century and 21st century, we have attempted as Hawaiians to bring those feelings and those attitudes and those issues forward and share them with the rest of the public. And we think that this has worked, that people who are not native people have responded to the kind of challenge that has been posed by Hawaiians who say, we need to protect this land because this land was important not just to a community of people who are farming it, but it's important to the aquifer. It's important to the, to the forest. It's important to the way that nature operates in this area. And we think that the rest of the residents, at least people who have been here for a while, are beginning to respond and saying, they are right. We need to take that kind of leadership. Otherwise, we're going to lose these things about Hawaii that are so precious and so important for everyone.
Join the discussion about the value of Hawaii online at thevalueofhawaii.com. I'm Stacey Ewan Hernandez for Malamalama Magazine.